Hi, RD Barry here. Welcome to episode 20 in my Let's Play of Final Fantasy 12. Um, First of all, a couple of corrections I thought would be worth mentioning, or explanations, or things I forgot, that kind of thing. First of all, when Delon gave Vaan the sword, he said give it to Azalas, and I had totally forgotten that Ozelus was the was actually Vossler. Vossler was one of the two guys who are leading the party that um, that Rex was in. So Vossler goes by two names. One is Vossler and the other is Ozelus. So the sword was actually meant to go to Vossler, but Vossler, if you remember that cutscene, just threw it to uh, uh, Basch. So whatever that sword was meant to represent, and it's something about sword of the old empire or something like that. Um, uh, Vossler has rejected that and given that over to Basch. So take that as foreshadowing, I guess, maybe. Who knows? I do, but I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, um, the other thing was, hang on. There was a cutscene where Bosch and Vaan are together, and they see a bunch of orphans on the street, and they are all war orphans. Vaan is not actually technically a war orphan. That's the way I remembered it, though, when I first introduced him. So that's what I said. But that's not true. His parents died in a plague. This city has seen its streak of bad luck here. So yeah. And that's when he moved in with Penelo's. I guess Penelo is an orphan too, but she might actually be a war orphan. I don't know if that's ever really made clear, but anyway. Um, but yeah, there are like tons of war orphans in the city. It's just that Vaan is not one of them. Okay, hang on again. Now, one thing I did in the previous episode was, which was optional, was I went through and assigned jobs. I gave. Let me go into the thing here. Vaan is. Let me make sure that everybody's active here. Vaan is, or Balthier is now a time battle mage. That means he gets to wear heavy armor. Fran and Vaan are the same as before, and they Shikari and Archer, they wear light armor, and Basch is a knight and he wears heavy armor. So and the other thing I tried to do in that optional episode was I noticed that the LP does not even out, even when you account for differences in how many licenses I've given out, or I've given, or I've assigned. But and I thought in the last episode that I could fix that. I would have Fran like solo her way like through like 2 or 3 areas, but balancing LP does not turn out to be a thing, at least not in the way I thought it worked. You can't just remove these guys from the party and then, because turns out everyone gets the LP, even if they're not active party members. Now, there might be a way to work around that if you, like, kill the other, or KO, I should say, the other party members, then they might not collect LP. I'm not sure how that works. I'll have to test that. I mean, I think I know how it worked in the PlayStation version, but who knows if that still carries out. So or that still is still valid. So I don't know. But it seems really awkward to be like carrying around like 3 unconscious people in your party. For one thing, if you do die, you cannot recover. So because if you have, even if you just have one person in your party and that person gets KO'd, you can always swap in another party member. But that does not work in if they're all KO'd, or if 3 out of 4 are KO'd to start with. So anyway, but what you can do is balance levels. So that's why I've got Vaan, Balthier, and Fran selected. I'm gonna keep Basch out of the party until everyone is everyone is a level 11. At this point, by the way, since Basch is now a regular party member, you can only have 3 party members in your when you're fighting. Basch was fighting before, but that was because he was a guest. You can't have a guest and 3 regular party members, but that's not it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and show the license boards, everything that's been selected so far. Yeah, I haven't done a whole lot with this guy yet. I just got the bow gun worked out, and that's in that optional episode there. Immobilize seems like something I should get. Disable, reflect. A lot of these are kind of you have to kind of strategize how to use them. So I'm not gonna deal with them right now. If I run into a boss that's more challenging, then I'll think about how to use those. There's Fran and Basch. One thing you may notice is that the people with heavy armor, the heavy armor licenses are a little bit more expensive than the other types of armor. So that might even out the LP imbalance eventually, but who knows. Anyway, okay, now one thing I forgot to do before, and I really should have, as I said before, every time you visit Rabanastre, you should go to the clan, because there are clan rewards, and we should really get around to doing that. So I'm gonna moogle over to the bazaar, because I think that's the closest one to the clan. It's not actually in the same area, but it's close. Yeah. Oh, by the way, there's a there's a Viera there. That she's part of a side quest, but like I said, I'm not going to be doing every single side quest, just the ones I deem more interesting than others. Anyway. I'm not really in it for the equipment or the rewards or whatever. And let's talk to Mont Blanc and get that. Yeah, so we leveled up our clan rank, so we get a reward for that. 2 warp motes and a teleport stone. I don't know if I'm familiar with how to use warp motes. The problem with a lot of these items is they look great, but then you try to use them on a an enemy that seems worth using them on, and it turns out they're immune. So or they cause some other problem. So they're like too good to use, and if they're not too good to use, you can't use them. So yeah, there's some okay, we got a reward for defeating the Flans in the sewer. Yeah, 150 gil, fire main, 200, and the mimic queen, 300. And there's lots of little flavor text in there too. I didn't go through it too much. Marks, I'm not gonna do Mont Blanc's marks at the moment. I think I'll wait till the next gap in the story, which might not be for a while, but I'm kind of playing this a little bit underpowered because I think a lot of people kind of grind a little bit more than I've been doing, which is fine, but I'd rather try not to grind. I think that's really should be one of your goals when you're playing a game like this. You can grind and optimize and that kind of thing, but and defeat hunts earlier than you're really expected to and that kind of thing, but I'd rather just do them sort of when they're tractable, you know. Anyway, so let's go back down here and find a Moogle. There he is. Where do I want to go next? I want to go to the Sand Sea. And there's another hunt that I want to get started here. It's really not that hard, but there was a reason I didn't want to do it earlier. Okay, here it is. Flowering Cactoid, there it is. Rank 1, I forgot. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Found at the following location, right? And that is, oh, it's in that village in the Ester Sand. All right. And Wraith is also rank 1, but I think I'm gonna hold off on doing that one for a while. I might try to get that done in my other playthrough first, just so I can practice a little bit. It's each one of these guys has like different strategies you kind of have to use, and I don't want to try to work those out on screen. Anyway, so let's moogle over to the East Gate. I love moogling. It's so much easier than walking. Anyway, and head down to the right. I'm gonna flee through all these annoyance enemies here. I already did these as Fran in the last optional episode, so okay. Where is my mark here? Let's see. Clan primer. Oh, by the way, totally forgot about this too. Sky Pirates Den. We've got some entries in there. That's Balthier. I've attacked over 300 times. I think I might have covered that already. Vaan for stealing over 50 times. Yeah, okay. And Vane, wow, I didn't know he was a character. Vane for using techniques over 100 times. Right, now that's probably mostly steals, so it kind of counts twice, I guess. Anyway, that's clear now. I'll keep an eye out. If I see another exclamation point, I'll try to do that. Let's see. Oh, this has got some interesting stuff in it now, probably, but I'll probably won't do that online, at least not this episode. So, Dalmasca's Desert Bloom. I need to speak to Dontro. Yeah, and I think I talked to him in an earlier episode, and I knew the name sounded familiar, but I couldn't figure out who it was. So anyway, right. Let's do the Flowering Cactoid. Yeah. So we know all about the cactoids and cactites and whatnot. But there's one that's a special one here. Right, it has a flower on his head. Why is the Sikh still talking? It's like, dude, you're interrupting. Anyway, smarter than your average cactoid, and they have a taste for blood. Yeah. Right. But they don't dare attack while I'm on what? Yeah, they. Okay. Oh, there's the culprit right there. Wow. Okay. Oh, Sikh is... Yeah, this poor Sikh. Yeah, needles everywhere. Right. Okay. So he's lurking in the Yardang Labyrinth, and I don't know exactly where, so it'll be as big a surprise to me as well to be to anybody else, I think. Don't forget to take the flower. Yeah. Okay, so the pretty sure we've covered the labyrinth before. We just have to remember to go the right exit here. It's over here. This is the wrong direction. All right. I'm gonna take a gamble here because I'm thinking that I should really do a safety save here at this point, but there's no save crystals around. That inn might allow me to save. I've never really tried that. Okay. Balthier, you had a slow gambit. And I want, let's see, I want... Let's see, let's change these back. So, Fran is, well, since this is a kind of a boss. I want to change that to 70%. And so she can cure, and then Balthier can cure at 50%. And then, no, Balthier is going to do a first aid, I think, actually, because that's what it was originally. Actually, just say ally any and first aid. I should really be doing this off screen, but I didn't think of it. And Vaan, that's fine. Okay, so Vaughn's gonna cure the Vaughn's gonna cure the health that Fran can't handle for some reason. Okay, let's. I think we just keep on circling around here until we get to until that hunt shows up, or the hunt target shows up. Oh, by the way, except for the starting area, you will occasionally see alpha wolves in the Ester Sand. I probably the Wester Sand too. Yeah, here we go. They're slightly higher level, slightly more difficult, and I think it'll kind of. Usually, you might notice a difference in size too, but other than we're so overpowered already, doesn't make much difference. Let's see. Oh, there it is. No, we're not gonna attack, or we're not gonna steal. Notice this one is hostile already. The other ones are neutral as default. And I'm betting. Let's see. Yeah, it's immune to Libra, so it's hard to tell what level it is, except the name is in white, which usually means that it's a lower level. But on the other hand, it is a hunt, so that balances that out. So let's have Balthier before anything else happens. Let's have him turn that slow on, just to see if that works, because this one might be immune to slow as well. Miss. Okay, well that's fine. At least we know he's not immune. There, okay, yeah. So slow worked, that's very encouraging. There are other... Oh boy, he's running away. Wow, let's see. I probably should have cleared the wolves away from this area first, but I didn't think it was worthwhile. Let's turn off the... First of all, let's turn off the slow gambit, because we don't need it for these wolves. And let's have Balthier take care of that wolf there. Okay, here we go. So, the Flowering Cactoid, when it gets down to minimal health, and I don't think this is, I think this is pretty much inevitable. Basically, it does this 1,000 needles attack, which does, as you might guess, 1,000 points of HP damage, and so it's basically insta kill, because our maximum HP is not 1,000. So unless we want to keep grinding until our characters are over 1,000, then well, we're gonna lose somebody. And so that's why I couldn't really do this as a solo, because I just have one character. They're going to be insta-killed and die, and that will be a game over. So that wasn't going to happen. So I didn't do that. So we're going to have to either use a Phoenix down or something, or swap in another character. I don't know, but either way, we're gonna get a KO here. Yeah. Oh no! Wow, I'm amazed, kind of, because I don't think I've ever done that without getting the 1,000 needles attack. I guess it matters that you have 3 people attacking. Because that it was pretty good at parrying attacks, so I think there were 2 misses in there, but we did get 1 hit in there before it actually got a chance to do that attack. Okay, well, that's interesting. I wouldn't want to rely on that and just try to solo that hunt, though. Anyway, so where are we going here? Clan primer. Report to Dantro. Yeah, okay. So hasn't moved or anything. Alright. And that is, I believe, north. Yeah, or... Is it? No, it's west. Right. Wow. Keep on thinking north as being home for some reason, but no. And let's put everybody on flee here, just to avoid the nuisance battles here again. Yeah, here we go. Okay, there's Dantro. Yes. Wow, yeah, right. And we probably get a little bit of clan points with this. Oh, 10 potions, that's nice. Probably about the same amount of potions as it would be to cure 1,000 points of damage. But so, considering that's pretty much guaranteed, I don't think that really makes up for it. Anyway. Yeah. So, and there was another hunt on the board there, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm really still kind of amazed that I got through that without any of my characters dying. I was just sort of assumed that was gonna be a given. Oh well. Anyway, so I think we can now get back to the main story. And there might be other hunts. I mean, there might be other hunts I could do at this at my current status, but I don't know. It's a different version of the game. I'm not really an expert on the old version. I just going by what I remember from 20 years ago and the occasional scraps I'm able to find on the internet, without trying to spoil myself too much. Yeah. So I just checked my time, and I think I've got enough time to do the next advance the story a little bit here. So let's go to Moogling here and Moogle over to the I believe it's the West Gate, the aerodrome. There we go, and get that whole thing started. Okay, there's the aerodrome. There's Fran again. Yeah, she really gets around, doesn't she? Okay. And this is open for the first time. There's a right. We can go to Nalbana at this point. That's not where we're heading though. Yeah. That's a whole thing of traveling around on airships, and I think that becomes part of the plot again. But at some point, but it's not not now. We need to find I think somebody, let's see, the docent. Yeah. Wow. There used to be a company called the East India Company. So there's that was a big thing back at the time this game is quote set unquote in terms of human history. Anyway, I think they're kind of throwing a sly reference into that. Right. Okay, each colony serves a different destination. I don't think the other destinations are going to be open yet because we're not really supposed to go there yet. And yeah, there's Balthier. Let's talk to him. We'll probably get things rolling. Right. Bhujerba's on the sky continent of Dorstanus. Alright. And the magicite mine we're looking for is in Bhujerba. If we keep going to say... We're going to save that girl, we start there, right. So Balthier and Fran are basically coming along because they feel responsible for Penelo getting kidnapped. They didn't kidnap her, but the kidnappers are after Balthier, so there's going to have to be some kind of confrontation about that eventually. And I guess Basch is coming there because Bhujerba happens to be where Andor lives, and Basch has a bone to pick with Andor because Andor said that Basch was dead. So I guess everyone has a reason to go there. Yeah. And yeah, we can chicken out if we want, but did we? Let's just check that out. Yeah. Right. Small city states. So it's still independent of the Empire, but only in name. So Andor's kind of treading a thin line to keep himself or keep Bhujerba an independent country, but it's like they're independent, but they really can't do what they want without the Empire, without the Empire's input. Anyway, yeah, let's just get going here. I think I've... Right. Make for the Lusu mines. Right. Okay, let's get on with this. Okay, now this is where the
This is the Strahl.
The Strahl, yeah, that's his name of his ship.
She airship enough for you?
Yeah.
The Strahl. You really are a sky pirate.
Yeah, how about
Well,
that?
Headhunters seem to think so. What's a good word? Is she ready?
Wow.
So is she armed? How fast is she? Could she take the Ifrit?
I suppose I could tell you, but... Wouldn't you rather see for yourself?
Wow.
Yeah.
Fran, our course.
The shortest way is over Dorstonis.
How flies Bhujerba?
Oh, she's free as can be, for now. The Empire took notice when they announced the princess's unfortunate suicide and your untimely execution.
If it becomes known that I'm alive, the Marquis will lose their favor.
I try to steer clear of such things.
Yeah.
Right, it's time to
Flux
fly.
capacitor into play
No
there.
waiting tons or you'll like to bite them off.
I'm coming, Penelo.
Okay. And oh, there's Penelo. She does not look like a happy camper.
You've been to her feeding, yes?
I have my brother. She eats well.
Yeah, she got a bologna sandwich and everything.
See that she does. We need her alive. Balthier's bait must be fresh.
I keep trying to tell you. I barely even know who Balthier is.
My brother, a message come from Rabanastor. The Strahl, she set sail.
Oh
She
my
makes
God.
straight for the sky city of Bhujerba.
Could you sound
Barely know
any more
was
like a
it?
pirate there?
Tracy goes bounding off for you. Tell me, how could that be?
That's what I'd like to know. I just met him that one time and that's
Does
it.
that tongue never stop?
Yeah.
What if we plucked it from your head? As
Wow.
for you, we need Balthier alive. His corpse fetches but half the bounty. A tender beaten, my specialty.
Oh,
There's no fun for it if we can't tease out a scream or two.
yikes.
Where are you?
So, basically, all this is happening because Balthier gave Penelo that handkerchief, and what's his name there observed that and thought they were like best buds or something, and so that's how Penelo got kidnapped. So, on one hand, it's really it's nice FMV there. At one hand, it really was a misunderstanding, like Balthier said, but on the other hand, it really wouldn't have happened without that one incident there. So, okay,
Easy.
right.
No good, he's not here.
Try to be inconspicuous.
Keep searching. This way.
You're a dead man.
We're
Don't
just
forget it.
looking
no
at the
names.
train or the
Of course.
air takeoffs and arrivals here. Don't never mind us. Okay, so I think I'll save it there. This is basically gonna be a carbon copy of the other aerodrome. And there's people wandering around here in the passenger waiting areas, and there's plenty of flavor text to get if you feel like doing that kind of thing. Anyway, so the next step is to find the mines, because that's where Penelo is being held. But there's, if I remember, there's like a couple of things that get in the way of that to start with, so that might not happen for a little while. Anyway, we'll have to find out next time. Hope you'll join me for that, and until then, bye.